Okay, you guys, we're going to go on a little bit of a dive here. Let me see what I got here. Hold on just a second. I'm going to have to pause you for a minute. Okay, so when it first came out, the first JLR did it about the recording that the reporter from, I think Sean Cohen, something like that, from New York, had dumped it in the dumpster behind Staples or something, which was, I don't know, that seems so weird to me. I mean, more like given to him for a reason or something else, because why would you dump? I mean, it just doesn't make sense. I just, it just doesn't. Maybe he did, I don't know, but it doesn't make sense. Okay, so when I read that, or when I listened to that, and JLR did it, and then Sleuthy did a really good one on it too. Sleuthy Goosey. So anyway, so I dove right down into that and looked up the address of the space, the trailer that the woman who was giving this information to this guy named Sean, it was all of her information she was giving, and where the trailer was and what happened that day and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, this woman was, or is, the wife of James Curtis Leonard, the one that beat the crap out of her and then went to jail for it. And then he was in there a little bit longer on $100,000 bail because they were thinking, well, maybe he's the IDAHO4 killer, murderer and stuff. So anyway, she was all sticking up for him, always never been like this. He's always, never hurt me or anything like that. But he was off his medication because he was working so much and he never got off of work in enough time to go pick his medication up. And then when he's off of his medication, then he started drinking and blah, 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 blah. Well, the story goes that, first of all, this particular guy, James Curtis Leonard, was arrested for murder about 10 years prior. For, self-defense. The guy came over to his house, called him first, and then was accusing him of sleeping with his girlfriend, and then he wanted to come over and talk to him. So apparently this James and his wife were staying with a friend at the time in this mobile home park or something. And God help, it's just, can you imagine this happening at your house, like with people that you let stay with them? I don't know, it's just crazy. This whole case is crazy. It's just one thing after another. But anyway, so the guy comes over, and James goes outside, leaves his wife's side and goes outside to, talk to this guy. And then he comes back in and he grabs a gun and takes it with him and then goes back outside. And next thing you know, she hears shots and then so on and so forth. Well, this is 10 years prior to this happening on December 6th, I believe it was, where he beat her up. And that's when allegedly he was off his medication, and I don't remember why the heck what that was all about. I do not recall. I can go back and listen to it. But anyway, so when I dove into where the trailer was, of the people that she was, in my opinion, she was drawing the attention away from her husband that beat her up, who was sitting in jail for doing it, and also kind of being under speculation that he may be the one that did the murders and the IDAHO4. But she's sticking up for him. She's saying, no, he was never like that. No, that was, he's never like that. Well, meanwhile, her and her daughter are talking to this, or during this time, she's talking to this reporter. Her daughter's there as well. And there's this whole long, just crazy story. There's so much to this story, but some of it really felt just like it was very, very organic in the way they were talking about it. Other things, not so much, but certain things, yes. Like when they were talking about the trailer that was across the street, R40, where a couple guys lived, and they came home earlier in that morning, and there was a couple red cars and a beat up blue truck of some kind. And they said they were beater truck or red cars. One was a beater or something like that anyway. But they were cleaning it out with bleach and paper towels in a 20-degree weather, because it was that morning of the 13th. Or the 12th. Would it be the 12th? No, it would be the 13th. Well, no, it would have been the 12th, because that was... How did that go? Wait a second. No, it would be the 13th. That's when the 911 call came in, but... Oh, no, it would have been. Okay. My brain's... Ugh. Okay, there's so much going on right now. I mean, I'm getting freaking voicemails from people I don't even know. And I don't know. I'm a little bit on edge at the moment, if you want to really know the truth. So anyway, this trailer is the trailer they're talking about. This is R40. So I want you to look at this. I want you to take really good notice of this, because whatever is left in this trailer could be a clue. And also the surroundings around the trailer. What's in the back 40 that you can see from their windows. Some reports coming in, I'll have to find those, but they're there, about guys talking in the backfield. Three guys reported talking in the backfield off Palouse River Drive or something like that. And there's a lot going on at Palouse River Drive. A lot. Including Kane, the owner of Linda Lane, the 1330, also had a business here that had to deal with elderly that had dementia, that was kind of a crossover place before they get into a long-term home or something, to which it folded in October of this, like last month. Lack of funds. Anyway, also, this park is full of registered sex offenders, including one, not anymore, I don't think. I think he's out on Old Farm Road. This was the last documented thing on him when they caught him for the umpteenth time, because he was eluding them a lot, right? And he wasn't registered at that time, and then he ended up being registered at that time when they caught him. And it was a Facebook post I read, and they actually, I think they actually had a photo of him on that one, but none of the websites, even the geodata center for this kind of stuff, doesn't even have a photo of him. How come? His name is Joshua Allen Couch, and I'm wondering if he is, a sibling or someone that's affiliated or in the family of Ashlyn Couch, because she's basically kind of one of those people you don't even really, you see some things, whatever, but it's almost like you don't even know who's who. I mean, there's two Ashlyn Couches, right? So there's that. So which Ashlyn Couch is it that this Joshua belongs to? And why doesn't he have a photo up on the registry for being a sex offender? Literally, you guys, he's the only one that does not have a photo up there. Only blank one. Now, he's registered at one point living at Palouse River Drive. He's also registered living out on Farm Road, which also has a trailer park out there. So apparently this is where they like to house the offenders, is these areas, as well as Queen Road, Walenta, White. Oh my, they're everywhere. They are literally everywhere. And this is interesting too, because where I live, there is a prison that's not, it's on an island, and it's not too far from the mainland, but I mean at all. But and that's where they send all the sex offenders. When their time is up, they are released into this community, and so we also have a lot of sex offenders, and they're in every community. Seriously, they're everywhere. And so I get this, right? But in this community, with all the stuff that's going around that's surrounding, especially this Palouse River Drive, with everything that's literally happened, you guys, like, especially with James, I mean, he's a huge one. He's a huge, brain. I mean, my brain is just wanting to why hasn't he been looked at more? But anyway, okay, I'm going to keep going. Like I said, I am literally a little bit on edge right now obviously, because of the phone call I got and things like that. This is the trailer right here. The woman, his wife, who was with her daughter, was talking about a lady used to live here. She used to work for the forest service, the forest department, who from University of Idaho. And remember, I have brought this up. Brian Mumby, who allegedly was the one that was found in the car, laying down, sleeping, when they found the white Elantra that's registered to Colorado, to Mr. Dan Estes, the owner of King LLC, all those houses there, all where the frats lived, the 1122, where the murders happened, all the surrounding areas. He's got like maybe 5 or 6 houses there. So he was in forestry too. He graduated from the University of Idaho. And he also went to all these towns around. He worked all over, because before you actually get forestry is hard to get into. Like being a forest ranger, it's a little more difficult these days than it was, back when. You have to do a lot of different things. Like you have to go around to like campsites, forestry sites, and you have to do your time, like spend like the seasonal months there, like from April to maybe September, where you kind of watch the park or do whatever they want you to do there. So he did that a lot. Well, he worked in a lot of different places. He worked in a certain area in Palouse where Mark Trivelpiece is from, who owns a corner club. He worked at St. Marie's area where Brett Payne is from. And these are all these little stints from April to September. I believe it's September. And then he goes on to the next year. So I don't know, he's got like a lull time where through the winter where he doesn't do much. But now he's a full-blown forestry guy, right? And he's in Eugene, Oregon. But like I said, he graduated from the U of I. And there's also a Heather Mumby that's affiliated with the U of I at this point too. So I don't know if they're related or not, but they're kind of alluding that they are. So the lady that was here at this space here, the R40, lived there for a long time, from what this lady and her daughter were saying. And then then all of a sudden, whoever owns this mobile sold it out from under her and to these people that came in here, right? These guys. She said there were 2 guys, younger. One of them was a little bigger, the other one not so, smaller than him, the other one. Okay, so these guys move in, and they're only there 2 or 3 months. That morning, they're washing their car out, they're cleaning their car out, they take off, never to be seen again, from what their story says. So this is the trailer. Which way am I going? Okay. And I just have little shots of what's in it and that type of thing. And like I said, I collected this quite a while ago. I don't even know when. Let's see, when was it? 6/9. So yeah, quite a while ago. Okay, so this is just some of the spaces in the trailer. Some artwork that's on the wall. Don't know if this is actually just staged like this after when they're just to sell a place, or if this is the stuff that was left there. I think it's the stuff that was left there, because you'll see what I mean by it here in a second. See the boots on the ground right there? And I just now noticed there's no laces in those boots either, which is interesting. So these are forest. Okay, so my stepdad was a forest ranger, and I'll never forget, until the day I die, I'll always remember this, the way he used to lace his boots. And these are the types of boots that he wore, because he did it so easily. I mean, he did it with one hand. He would string the laces in between his fingers, and then he'd just go back and forth, and he would just lace those things up like so fast. It just amazed me every time when I'd watch him. I used to watch him do it all the time. And these are the boots, and he was a forest ranger. So that's what, I don't know why I didn't see that before, but anyway. Okay, so just out some of the windows here. And why the boots? See, and this is also strange. Why, if they're selling a place, are they, and they're staging it, if this is indeed what they're doing, why are the boots still there? Why is this like another one of whoever's, putting this information out there, is this another one of their things that they're doing? One of their little crazy little, oh, we're going to get them with this, Well, maybe they did get me because I sure looked at it. Okay, so this is the kitchen area. Looks like a little kid's table almost, doesn't it? Makes me think of Brett Payne. Sorry. No, I'm not. I'm not sorry. No. Okay. I hope this, actually, I didn't think about this, but I probably shouldn't have done it this way where I record it, where I'm making it zoomed in, but oh well, it is what it is. The floors are nice. It looks like they may have redone the floors. Those are beautiful floors. Okay, here's some shoes, cowboy boots. Look at that door jamb. That's nasty. Look, it's all coming up. The floor looks kind of cool, but I bet you it's pretty wanky just by the way you can see like where the corners are. There's no like baseboard or anything to it. So we got some cowboy boots, some hiking boots, some forestry boots. We've got, looks like booze bottles on the counter, but it looks more like a Bailey's kind of bottle or something. I don't know. Outside, we've got the trailer across the street. It's a blue one. All right, so let's keep going here. It's amazing how great, like, the realtor people can take pictures of places and it makes them look so good. I mean, this looks way better than I'm sure it does. And there's parts in here that look really good, and then you really zoom in and you're like, ooh, not so much. So they had a Keurig, some antiseptic, looks like some sanitizer there. Yeah, like look at the backsplash on there. That's rotted. Like this is a rotted out trailer is what this is. And they just repainted over top of it. This is what they did. They repainted over certain things, but you can't hide certain things. Like if it's a rotted out trailer and it's got like dry rot and stuff, that's going to come through the paint. I don't care what it is. It could be kills. It could be whatever. It's going to seep through. And it looks like it's doing it right here. Like that looks like mold already coming through. Black mold probably, because that's the worst. They probably painted those cupboards that color just to hide what they couldn't hide back here. So, well, they have two current. Wait a second. How does that work? Hold on. Oh no, I see. Never mind. It's from the opposite direction. Okay. Alrighty. That's weird. Put that on the refrigerator. What the heck? I mean, that's really... Okay, that's a little bizarre. You guys see what I'm seeing, right? I mean, it's not on my picture. It's on the refrigerator. That's weird. So there's a big dent in it right there on the top freezer. So this is the kind of stuff right here that makes me feel like they've staged this place. They've made this place look interesting to us, to me, whoever's looking at it, as in part of... So it makes it look suspicious or whatever. Maybe it's a rabbit hole, a fake rabbit hole that they're putting up for me, whatever. Okay, that might be the backsplash. It might be the marble looking, not the mold coming through. But I guarantee you, this place has dry rot in it. I guarantee it. I 100%. Oops, I can get back here. Okay, so that's the neighbor's place. The living room again, down the hallway. The electrical box at the very end of the hallway, that's weird. Well, I guess maybe not for a trailer, but... Oh, dang it. Back. So so this is the neighbors, right? So that looks like a black truck right there. And I don't know what those things are laying out there. I don't know what that is. Almost looks like kitties or puppies or something. I don't know. It's weird. Ugh. And there's I don't know, kind of looks like a beater car, but I do not know. This is the bed with it's a handmade jean quilt on it, which is actually kind of cool. I love those jean quilt handmade things. And there's the other neighbors. And does that look like a stream? Or is that just oh, that must be where the septic is, because that's where it's greener over the septic, right, you guys? But what's so weird about this, too, is like behind all this stuff are these huge fields with industrial stuff behind them. Which is going to lead me to, yeah, see, look at these holes in the door. They're covering up. This is a good, so this is probably, they probably use flat paint, because flat paint will cover like this type of stuff, you know, like defects and things like that it covers it better than a semi-gloss or even a, you know, I don't know, it's like eggshell or anything. You got to have flat if you want to cover that kind of stuff. Yes, I used to work at a paint store. I used to mix paint for contractors and stuff. So I know my paint. Okay, this is another one. There's tires laying out here. Looks like the screens are off windows over here laying down. Okay, now we're going to come into the closet. Here's my thing. Why the hell would they, first of all, stage this place for selling it? Because this is on a site to be sold right now. They're trying to sell this place. Why are they leaving these things hanging here? And why is it the only thing? Was there only one person who lived here? Is that why? And they still live there and they were just trying to sell it and before, you know, he moved out? He was awfully clean if that's the case. But here's the shirts, you guys. Now here's what's interesting, is you've got, to me, here's what this looks like to me. It looks like some fun, funky stuff, like with the paisley going on here, but it also looks like some cowboy stuff. But it also looks like some executive stuff, because you've got these bagged items here off to the right that look like they could be full suits, like the full outfit suit, right? It just seems very, very staged, but very, very eclectic. Like this person right here could morph, could be anyone he wanted to be, right? He could fit into the scene, whatever the scene would be. That's how that feels to me. Okay, so there's another one of the neighbors. I already did that one. So there's the quilt. So it's just one quilt on the bed. And that's the one window we're going to be looking out here shortly, which is really interesting to me. Okay, there's the car again. And there's another one of a little better of the car, but there's the truck. And it looks like there might be a vehicle, like a motorcycle or something in the back of that truck. And then beyond that, it looks like an RV back there. I don't know what this back there, but there's a blue thing in front of it. I don't know what that is. Okay. Okay, so now you've got some stuff up here too. You've got, like, you know, toiletries, things like that. You've got what kind of colognes this person wore, what he shaved with. And look at this. I just now noticed this. Look at how this is interesting. Look at how these are hung up. This person has hung these up backwards from what a normal person would. This makes me wonder, and I don't know this for sure, but this makes me wonder if the person's left-handed. Would a left-hander hang up their clothes like that? See the hangers right there? The way they're backwards? I mean, I would hang mine the other way around. Like the ends of the hangers that are showing on this side would be on the other side, right? This is a left-handed person, right? So keep an eye on these shirts. Maybe one of these shirts you've seen in a video, like the plaid blue ones. How about that paisley one? That would be easy to spot. I love paisley. I tell paisley, when anybody asks me what my favorite color is, I tell them my favorite color is paisley. And they look at me like I'm nuts. It makes me laugh every time. It's so funny. Because it really is. I love paisley. And any color paisley is good for me. So, yeah. Okay. So we've got that. Now, let's see what else we got here. Here's a better view of it. Look at that. So you've got your frat boy shirt, your little paisley one. You got your cowboy shirt. You've got your suits. You've got your black jacket hanging there. Look at that. Boy, howdy. Look at that brilliant blue, midnight blue one. That almost looks like it's velvety, doesn't it? It looks like a velvet blue shirt. I'd wear that. But definitely a good, yeah, a good collection of those plaid shirts right there, right? So there's a box up here with whatever. You never know what's in those things. But look at how they set this up. Is that shaving cream or like splash, like a tonic or something they put over? Like a aftershave or something like that, whatever they call it. But yeah, look at the way those are hanging. I think it's also interesting too that one shirt right there has a much longer sleeve on it. Much longer. Right? It's weird. I actually, I just can't get over the way that they're hanging. It seems so odd to me. Oh, that's not a... Okay, so it's not a... But those definitely are suits, you guys. Okay. That's really, really weird. Okay, let's see what's in here. That might be tea tree oil, it maybe looks like. So like if they cut... So tea tree oil is an antiseptic. It's a natural antiseptic. And for like cuts and things like that. So you can like put it on a cut and it would heal it. Yeah, I think that's tea tree oil. So we've got someone here that is maybe more of the essential oil type person, so maybe a little more natural in what they use. Okay, that looks like there's for belts hanging there. Okay, here's the back. Now this is what's really freaking weird. This feels like wrong. It just feels like wrong. Look at these silos in the back here. I want to know what this business is. If this is someone's farm, if it's a one of the research places or areas that they have for the University of Idaho where they go do their studies, because they're big on agricultural. That's what they're known for. That's what University of Idaho is known for. Their agricultural department. It's well known. It has got awards. So many people graduate from there and they go on to do things with the agriculture, hence like forestry, things like that as well. So here's this place, and it is, look at that. Isn't that, now this is what really, this building right here, I don't like it. Me don't like it at all. This building freaks me out for some reason. I mean, literally when I see it, it actually scares me. It's so government and so what I want to cult-like. It's like, it feels cultish to me. And then look at up on the hill here. Look at the things up on the hill looking down. Look how big those windows are on that place up there. That's a lot. Those are big windows. Institutionalized. This is what the institution like looking to me. I mean, look at these windows along. Like there's no other windows that come in there. Just long windows you can barely see out of. You have to walk by them real slow if you want some light. But it looks like there's poles here for more building. Hi, kitty. Hi there. Hi, Theo. And look, there's a dome house. What have we heard about dome houses? Well, there's been a couple serial killers that have lived in dome houses. In fact, J for Justice just did a thing on that. It's pretty interesting. Hey, Jay. Hey, JJ. Look at that. There's a dome house back there. Holy crap. And this one right here, look at that one with the two big windows right there in the middle. That one looks like it's almost an underground. Like part of it is under the ground. It's just very strange. Very strange scenery out this back door. And there's that little shed now. There's something about a little shed. Something about a little shed. It looks like there was actually a fire. Like a fire came through here and took that tree. And I don't know what this is back there. It looks like a picnic table, but it also looks like a duck with legs laying on its back. No, it looks like maybe it could be one of those things you put on the top of a car, like a carry-all thing or something like that. I mean, yeah, that's dry rot all the way. Look at that place. Everything. Ugh. Yeah. Mold up top the door. Oh, what is that? That looks like a red-faced robot looking in the window. That's weird looking. Okay, so I've been looking for like reflections in here, and I haven't really seen anything. So hopefully you guys, maybe you'll see something. I just found this very strange, and those trees being burned. I just found this because of all the things, burning the evidence. No quarter November. How he likes to talk about burning the evidence. But the main thing that I saw here, the main thing that really got me was the boots, the clothes, the way they were there. Oh, and there's another thing too that you'll see here in a second, and this back field right here. It looks like there's almost a creek in between these two places, like you have to jump over like a creek. So I'm wondering if this could be part of Paradise Creek running through here, because doesn't it look like there might be like a ditch or a creek past this? Because look, it almost looks like there's a thing that you have to crawl over that pipe to get across, so that might be a creek there, right? Intermount MLS. I never noticed that before either. What is this? Intermount MLS. Here it is. So in the laundry room, where there would be a washer and dryer hookup, there is a guitar case sitting up against the wall. Is that just bizarre? Yeah, a little bizarre. Staged? What do you guys make of this? This is just weird to me. Oh, it's 11:11. Make a wish. Actually, it's only on this picture because it's actually almost 4 o'clock in the morning here, I think. Okay, give me a second. Okay, well, I'm just going to go with that for now on this video. It's almost 33 minutes long. So this is James Curtis Leonard, when he was younger, the first time when he killed that guy. And then here's him with his little smiley face right here with his purple bandage on, because when the cops got there, Cedar Ridge. Okay, so when the cops got there, he was in his room cutting himself, because that's what he does when he's upset, allegedly. Well, maybe it was already a cut that he had on his arm. He looks like he's, just, whatever. He looks scary to me. Okay, so this guy also, him and his wife, she talked about how they're really in with the cop shop and the fire department, the cop shop, all that kind of stuff, because